Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this vanilla and strawberry cheesecake slice. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, you'll want to make the cheesecake base. So to do that, grab yourself a food processor and place in all of your digestive biscuits, then blitz them down into a fine crumb, or as fine as you can possibly get it. Once you've done that, you can then add in your melted butter and just mix it in until it's fully incorporated. As you can tell, I had a few big chunks left in mine. I didn't see them until I poured the mixture out. So that is why I left a few big chunks in, accidentally, but it happens. You can then grab a 9x9 inch square baking pan, which is going to lie with some parchment paper, and transfer the biscuit mixture into there. Press it down and spread it out as best as you possibly can, get it as level as possible, and then just chill it in the fridge or leave it on the side. Then on top of the base, add some roughly chopped strawberries. I just went with halves and quarters depending on the size of them. Just spread them over and then chill in the fridge until needed a little later on. To get started on the cheesecake filling, you'll want to grab yourself a large mixing bowl, and into the mixing bowl place in your room temperature cream cheese and sugar, and then mix the two together until they're lighter and fluffier in colour and consistency. Mix in with a hand mixer or a hand whisker like I am, just until they're well combined and lighter. Once you've done that, you can then add in your eggs and vanilla and mix until they are fully incorporated. Once they're fully incorporated, you will notice a change in the consistency. It will become smoother and glossier. This is completely normal. Then add in your yogurt, your sour cream, whichever you're using, and just whisk that in until it's fully incorporated. And just keep mixing until it is, so you're looking for it to be fully worked in. Then add in your flour and just fold this in or whisk it in. I find that whisking it works in much quicker, but you can also overwork the gluten much quicker. Then give the bowl a good scraping down, and this is just to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on, so don't forget to scrape down the bowl. Then you can go ahead and transfer that over the base and the strawberries that we prepared just a little while ago. You don't want to add it too quickly as you might move the strawberries around a little too much, so just add it in and then spread and level it out as best as you possibly can, getting it as level as you possibly can. It doesn't need to be perfect as it'll do it itself, but the more you do now, the easier it will be later on. So once you've done that, you can then cover with foil and then place into your preheated oven. All that information will be in the blog post, which is linked down below, so don't forget to check it out if you're interested. So whenever you're ready to decorate the cheesecake, you'll want to finish it with a whipped cream topping. So I'm just making some sweetened whipped cream, which is just whipped cream, icing sugar and vanilla extract. Whisk them together until it reaches stiff peaks, being careful to not over whip it as it'll take on that granular mouthfeel, which is not pleasant. Then whenever your cheesecake is ready to be sliced up, slice it up. I recommend chilling it for as long as possible before you actually slice it up. It'll just make it a lot easier. Then cut into as many or as few pieces as you would like. The choice is really up to yourself. I cut mine into 9, but then cut them in halves and shared them with my work colleagues, but feel free to do as many or as few as suit yourself. You can then go ahead and take the whipped cream and place it into a piping bag fitted with a nozzle of your choice, and then just pipe it on top of the slices. And you can do it in whichever pattern you'd like, but I just went with this zigzag over the top and repeated it for the entirety of my cheesecake slices. Then topped each one with a strawberry half, and that was it. It was a really quick and easy bake, really simple and perfect for this time of year. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be links to this recipe, a link to my blog and links to my social media. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.